Welcome back to United Corner. You're here with Luke, and this is my look ahead of versus Man United versus Southampton on Tuesday night. This is my team news that I think we should go out with. In my opinion, I think we need to start looking at other players to start instead of our main team, so they can have a rest and start to feel the pressure of other players wanting their position. I think we've got to start letting Marcus Rashford and Martial, who players that are not finding form, not to pick them two out, but them two lately have been in the form that they've not been able to score, not the best performance in the last two games. So I'm just picking them two as an example. That we've got Daniel James, Mason Greenwood on the bench, play them two, make Martial and Rashford want their positions back, because we can't keep going out with the same team and not getting results. So I reckon we've got to start using different players for our teams. But in goal, I'd stick with De Gea. I think he's the more experienced goalkeeper when it comes to the Premier League. Dean Henderson will get his chance, but in my opinion, he's got to stay with De Gea. Right back, we've got to stay with Wan-Bissaka. In my opinion, we do need to go for a right back. We need... We've got Williams, but he's not really that good. I think he needs a couple, maybe a loan out somewhere, get him playing football. But I think we need the experienced right back to help Wan-Bissaka, like challenge him, because he's attacking. He can run up the pitch, but he can't really cross or past the ball. His lack of awareness is not good enough. Always leaving people on the back post. His tackling is good, but still, we'll go with Wan-Bissaka at right back. Centre backs, I'm going to go with Eric Bailly and Maguire. I think with Dan Ings and Charlie Adams playing up strike for Southampton and Theo Walcott, I reckon we need a bit of pace in there. Eric Bailly, he's the obvious of the three. I think we need him as a starting lineup every week, in my opinion. I think he's the better of the Lindelof, and he suits Maguire a bit more. Left back, I'm going to go with Alec Telles on this one. Luke Shaw has been playing good, but I reckon Alec Telles with the attacking against Southampton, I reckon that's what we need. So yeah, I reckon we should sub Shaw and give him a rest and let Telles play. I'm a big fan of Telles as well, so that's my more biased opinion, in my opinion. And then in the midfield, I'd play Matic, Pogba, Van der Beek and Bruno as like a little diamond, as like a 4-1-2-1-2 kind of formation. I think we need to start using Van der Beek a bit more. We need to start dropping McTominay, Fred, if they're not good enough. We can't keep playing McTominay and Fred to sit on our defensive so much against teams. We need to start putting pressure on the other teams. So in my opinion, I'd go with Matic to hold, Van der Beek and Pogba in the midfield with Bruno as a cam. And that's my little shape. We got to start using Van der Beek, in my opinion. And up strike, I'd use the two, and I'd go with Cavani, and I'd go with Mason Greenwood. I'd sit Martial and Rashford out at this one. I'd let Greenwood and Cavani go up strike and play a 4-1-2-1-2 instead of like a wingers. I think we could cut them through the middle. Mason Greenwood could pull out, Van der Beek could pull out to the left and right, but I reckon we've got to stick with Van der Beek in the middle. I know it's a bit usual. No, Man United, they haven't used this formation, but I reckon we need to change it up, because we're playing the same old and teams are starting to recognise now it's easy to cut us off. Sheffield United did it. Arsenal have done it. We need to start getting back to winning ways. When we was winning in the past, yeah, this was working, but teams are starting to realise now this is what they're going to do. They're just going to get us on a counter-attack or do this. So sit back a bit and let them come on to us. They've got nothing, and then we'll break on them. So I reckon we do play Van der Beek, Pogba and Bruno in the middle with Matic holding. I reckon that will be a different light in the game, give Van der Beek a bit of a chance. Because then if it doesn't work, in the 60th minute, we can take Van der Beek off, Mason Greenwood, bring on Martial and Rashford and swap it up to a 4-3-3. But we've got to do something different in my opinion, or we're just going to be the same old Man United that is going to drop points and then bottle the title race. Not saying we can win it, but I'd rather be in that title race than fighting for top 4. So that is my team that I'd go with. I am going to go with a 3-1 win for Man United. So let's hope so. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind liking, subscribe, drop your team news down below.